Welcome to Kolorflow Conversations. I am Uakeisha, and this is
Tikisha. I just want to say I was still in prayer, but it's cool.
we gotta start over
No,
again.
we don't. We don't. It's okay.
Well, that let them know how we
How we
start.
start? Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't even look over at you like I think I usually do, or maybe I don't.
Honestly, you want me to tell you the truth? Because when I watch it, since it's already recording,
Mm-hmm.
I the last few times we open our eyes right at the same time.
Really? Okay.
I always edit that out, that
Okay.
part, and it just starts where you go into talking. But
Oh.
yeah, we're normally in sync with that.
Yeah, well, now y'all see how we start. We always start in prayer. It's so funny. Well, maybe not funny because I think we said from the beginning we don't plan like our topics or anything that we're going to discuss. We just flow with the spirit and we always be in alignment. But also, one of my friends asked me, do we plan like our attire? And I said, no, we never have planned our attire. Everything just kind of we get up and get dressed, and when I get her, it's like, oh, you look so nice, and we kind of match it. So when she drove
I
herself today.
drove
She drove herself
today.
today, and when she pulled up, I said, "Oh, you look so nice. You got a dress too."
And I told her she looked beautiful. I love this yellow.
And then she brought me flowers. Listen, y'all better get y'all some friends that pour into you, that lift you up, when you're doing wrong that will speak and let you know, hey, you don't need to be doing that. Stop getting them cheerleaders that when you're doing wrong, they like, yeah, girl,
Sitting there kikiing and laughing like it's okay, where it's not
it's
okay. We
not,
have to do better.
especially at our grown mature age.
Say it one more time.
I mean,
And we need to set the examples for those up and coming.
yeah.
Let me tell you something about just nice acts. One of my friends sent me a Mother's Day card.
Mm-hmm.
It was handwritten. It wasn't even
Oh,
a
yeah.
card. But she sent me a picture of, we went together and had got flowers. She sent me a picture showing me that her flowers were still doing good. But on the table, you know me, how I look at a picture.
Mm-hmm.
I see everything but what you trying to show me. So I saw a coloring book and was just like, I need that book on the table. Do you know yesterday it was like 2 Amazon packages and I was just like, but this is what I love. It had my name from her name right on it. So when I looked, I knew exactly, but I was just like, what is in here? What is this?
Yeah.
And she sent me to one, actually, I'm so excited about it. It's like a hip hop crossword puzzle. And the other one is a hip hop coloring book.
Oh, where she found that? That's so
At
cute.
Amazon. And
Oh,
we
we
was
can
just
find
talking
everything
about
on
Amazon,
Amazon. Yeah.
everything on Amazon. But yes, I was so excited. I had to call her. It wasn't like a text. I had to call her and tell her thank you because I posted on Facebook about her where we had went to the Dollar Tree. It was the same day we got the flowers and they didn't have my granny candy. And she sent me granny candy on
I remember that
Amazon.
because I called you. I said you want to be Big Mama so bad when I saw.
Yes, and then she gonna roll her eyes, but it's okay.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
call me Big
I
Mama.
didn't know you like that candy. That hard candy.
Yeah, girl. It got the little gooey mushy in the
That's
middle.
so straight up granny candy.
Yes, I love
But that
it.
was so thoughtful of her to do
It
that.
was, and it was just like, this is why I have standards with people in my
Yeah.
life and
Yeah.
who come into my life
Yeah.
because of the way I'm treated, the way I treat others, the way I want to be treated. But I was just like, okay, so now I know what I'll be doing while I'm on the flight. I'll be doing my little crossword puzzles.
The standards of how you want to be treated in all ways with friends, with family, with relationships. And I be thinking about that. And the only thing that I hate to use the word regret, is that I learned it so late in life that you attract what you are. And so I try to give people what I want. And it don't always work, but in friendships now, well, my circle is small. It works. With family, again, my family circle, even though my family is big, my circle is small.
And what I'm learning, and one of the lady commented on our YouTube channel about this too,
Yeah.
is blood relatives I wrote about this in my blog. I'm always writing about something, but I wrote
Yeah.
about that. Like, we're family, you know, but I have people that I consider family that is not a blood relative.
Same. And I think that, like, I'm closer to you than I am a lot of my blood relatives. And I don't think it's sad or anything. I think
I
it's just that
don't
we
either.
all in a different place. It doesn't mean my place is better than their place, but we may like different things. We may entertain different things. But I definitely feel like I have people that's not blood, that's family to me more so than family. And I love my family,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I mean, the alignment.
Yes. The people who I always say are a part of my soul tribe.
Yeah.
I still have family that I wouldn't necessarily put in that bucket because I don't connect with them on that level, but I
Right.
love them
Yeah.
just the same.
Yeah. I agree. The soul tribe. And I still think when you first start using that word soul tribe, when you sent us all your friends the coloring books, I was like, oh, I like that, your soul tribe, because you know, they go deeper into like just being a friend and family. It's like, you know, like we have a connection where people probably be like, y'all lying. Well, I be thinking something and you thinking it, or you see and I text messages be like, girl, I literally was just typing that, or I was just
I
looking
was
at
just
that.
saying
You know, I
that.
was just
Yes.
saying that. I mean, you get in alignment with people when they're your soul tribe.
Yes.
And I still think that I'm aligning with my real soul tribe. Like, I don't have like the whole group of friends like you've had, but I also think part of that could be my fault, because when we get relationships, we tend to
be off balance.
We disassociate ourselves with friends. And I have been probably horrible at that over the years. And I realize that now, and I'll never do it again. But I also know that whoever I be with is going to understand my friendship. Yeah. Before, I don't think that was the case. So I disassociate myself with a lot of people who probably would have been in my soul tribe, but it's okay because, you know.
And what I will say is, some people that got coloring books, I don't even talk to now. So the soul tribe shift.
Yeah.
Or maybe I thought they were a part of my soul tribe, but they weren't a part of my soul tribe. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just like how they say the seasons and people come and go, you know, because in my mind, I want my soul tribe to be the forever.
Same.
You know, and like I said, the people who I haven't talked to, I don't have any hard feelings against anybody. I just know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. I think of what's the young ladies that did the podcast together? I actually, before we started doing ours,
I can't even think of that
B.
name.
Simone,
yes, B.
and
Simone.
Megan Ashley. They were friends for like 20 something years, and I don't know the whole gist of whatever, but they end up ending the friendship. Now they got two separate podcasts, and I've watched both, and they are like on two different. I could discern the spirit. They two different type of paths to me, so I could see how that, if they were a soul tribe, how it disconnected. But I mean, I'm sure that's hurtful, but at the same time, I'm sure it's fulfilling because they doing their thing.
It's very, for someone who's had several friendships and some drifted off, and we talked about this before, for no reason, some of it is hurtful, because I have people in my life that just stopped talking to me and I really don't know what I did.
Yeah.
Which I feel like, I think it's levels with everything. I feel like it's levels with that, because if you care about our friendship, have a conversation with me and we can talk it out and move forward. But if you don't care about my friendship, go ahead and drift away, and it's fine, because I believe that God reveals and removes and replaces.
Yes, absolutely. That's the same thing happened to me. And you know, we talked about this before, earlier episodes. We like 17, 18 episodes in now, but
can you believe it?
I know, girl, right? But I talked about, you know, friendships that I've had, close friendships, one in particularly that I consider us to be really, really close, and there was no communication when the friendship ended, and I was left wondering like, why we ain't friends no more? I never asked because
And it's a difference between distinctively knowing that you're not friends with someone versus we just haven't talked.
absolutely, absolutely, I know without a shadow of a doubt we're not friends anymore. We're not friends. There are people who I have not talked to that are still my friend. Yeah, but you know, I feel like with friendships though, you should be able to communicate just like in any relationship. If there's a breakdown or something is wrong, you know, to bring that friendship back.
And it's
Yeah,
excuse me, it's okay. I do
you
burp
always
every
burp.
episode.
You burp every
What do
show.
that mean? Anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought because I'm like, I mean, I had that little bitty sip that burned my tongue. Like, am I gonna be able to taste the food when I'm in?
I want to go back and look because I think you have literally burped in every episode.
One. Jesus, the burping girl. That's what they're gonna call her. The one that burp all the time. I don't even know what I was saying, so let's keep it going.
Listen, that's the one. Oh, your memory is so short. What were we talking about? Because that burp knocked us.
It's so short.
No, we was talking about the friendship though. I remember we was talking about the friendship and communication. You should be able to communicate.
Oh, and I was going to say, even if it's a hard conversation to have, sometimes those hard conversations need to be had. And this is bigger than just friendship. This is with everything. Because I saw a TikTok in
our university.
Yes. So it was Lotto talking about her sister, teasing her sister for having
I saw that today. Yeah.
And I saw the Stitch version where the girl commented and said her sister told her that it's only a joke if everybody is laughing. If you are talking about me and it's making me feel a certain kind of way, and even the third girl that was in there said that wasn't nice or whatever she said, I won't quote her, but it's just like that was never a joke. It was never funny because I can thrift. I can get a $2 outfit. I can get some hand-me-down, and I can feel that I look just as good as the next woman. And I am just so sick of us as women talking about each other. And I know everything is not going to be kumbaya. I understand that. I accept that. But to say, talk about the outfit to the sister, you know what I'm saying? And then it's recorded and it's for everybody to see. Like, you know, and sometimes you have to put on the face and pretend that your feelings are hurt when your feelings are hurt, where it's just like, need to take you to the side and be like, that hurt my feelings. If I'm feeling like I'm looking good, just let me embrace that. Why are we even talking about this?
Yeah. I remember some years ago, you know, I always say I'm not the fashion girly. So years ago, and I was never like the club girl either. You know, I was a church girl. So when I did go out,
I was all that. Okay. Notice my head ain't wrapped today either.
She's like, not today. Not today. I'm gonna show all of this. Arms out. Hey.
Everything, okay?
But no, one of my friends had a boyfriend some years ago, and we all used to go out together and stuff. And I just used to wear the most simple thing when we went to a club or whatever. Maybe a black skirt, a white shirt, or a green shirt, or the black skirt was rotated because I just didn't have club clothes, or it was probably the church uniform I was wearing. And it was. Funny. And her boyfriend said to her, you need to tell your friend to stop wearing some type of way that you're like, that's all she ever wear. And she came back and told me he said that. And I waited on her to see if she defended me. But it was like, I guess her way of telling me you need to dress better. And I'm thinking, you my friend. If he said that, why didn't you say that's my friend? You know,
if that's what she want to wear, she don't look a mess.
Yeah, she don't look a mess because I was, still cute,
right?
But I just wasn't
revealing.
I wasn't revealing. I wasn't.
This right here is something that we really like that I want to talk about because I seen another TikTok too where they were talking about the 20-year-olds were dressing like grandmas. And I can attest that my niece, who's turning 21 this week, whoop whoop, she doesn't always wear revealing stuff, always. And I feel like if I'm wearing what I'm comfortable in, that I feel beautiful in, can that just be enough? And I'm not talking about how we talked about, where the whole butt is out and all of that. And even to address that, because I'm going to Miami this weekend. It's going to be hot.
And you're going to be out.
And I'm going to be hot too.
You're going to be out. We don't dress out of town like we dress in the...
I do.
Do you?
I do, and I hear that a lot. Like, oh, I wear this out of town, but I wear the same stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I just buy what I like that makes me feel good. Now, what I will say is I have some shorts that I don't think I've ever had an occasion to wear them to that I felt comfortable.
Maybe that's what it is, because I do have certain things that I've worn in Jamaica or in Miami or when I've gone to islands that I just don't wear here, but it probably is the occasion. So it's been
right. So it's just like I haven't, but I was thinking about that because even as I was going through my clothes, and I'm just like, it's fitting for that based on the weather and the things that we plan on doing. But a lot of me is shifting where how before I might have just had the full sheer shirt with the bra. When I wore it a couple weeks ago, I had the blazer on. So it's just like a lot of part of me is shifting with regard to just being covered and being more modest, but yet and still it's times where I'm just gone.
I think we just need to and I know we all see people that we think, oh, she probably shouldn't have worn that, or that's not, but we talking about in friendships.
Yes, specifically. I'm not talking about people that I don't know. In my friendship, I'm not coming to you and be like, especially if I know that you feeling good about yourself and this is your style. Because we all have different styles. That's something else, because my sister's a legging girl. I'm not, when I be chilling, kicking it around the house, I may find something to throw on, but I'm a jean girl.
Yeah. You got so many jeans.
I love jeans.
When I've gone to your house and I've seen how many jeans you got, a lot of jeans.
No shirts.
Yeah.
No shirts. I could probably go weeks with different jeans, but I ain't got no shirts. But I just love them. But it's just the style.
Yeah.
But it's like, if it's not yours, then that'd be okay. You don't have to come
for your people.
The people that you say that you love, now, and it hurts feelings.
Yeah. And then even if they ask, like, do you like this? What do you think about this? You don't have to say it in a way to make them feel bad.
You know what I always say, and I even remember, I don't even know who it was, but somebody was just like, I hate it when you say that, but it's just like, I wasn't trying to be offensive, but it was just like, that looks like you.
Yeah.
Because I know, just like you said about my dress.
Oh, yeah. So when you stood up and I said, you always buy dresses that's like that type of fit. But I didn't say it in
it's called a fit and flare dress. It's the kind that I have on. But I always buy these because it makes me feel good about my own body shape. Yeah. Because I know, like we talked about the shapers. I don't wear a shaper.
So I asked you, I said, do you wear body shapers? Out of all these years, I've never asked you that. And usually, we hear women say, I don't leave the house without like my body shaper on. You was like, I ain't never
I'm never wearing that.
But the dresses you wear fit your body style, so you know what looks good on you.
Me.
So when you stood up, I thought about the dresses that, because I take my friend clothes. that I'm taking that was that style. And I'm like, oh, so I know that style looked good on me too, but I had never I never used to buy anything with that shape, but
and like I still put on a body count, and if you gonna get this pudgy stomach and these rolls on the back, and I ain't trying to smooth it out, the little dents in the leg, all that, you gonna get that. Oh, because I'm comfortable in my skin with it.
Yeah. I'm learning to be comfortable with, well, way more comfortable in my skin than what I used to be. Because, I would tell you, I ain't wearing that because my belly. Now I'm like, okay, belly it is. Here it is. So,
Listen, I always say I love food and I love dairy. I love me some ice cream. So it's just like, I know dairy is a problem for me. It keeps me bloated.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving it up. So
it's part of your lifestyle.
Yes, period.
Yeah. we gotta just be more I wish that friend would have had my back with that guy who, of course, men come and go when he said that, because he probably said it in a more doggish way than what she told me, but she came back to me like, so and so said this about you, and I was like, and what did you say? Because you know that I don't club like that. I don't
Right. So I'm not about to have
a
club wardrobe because this isn't even what I do.
It was like I get invited to a birthday party or special, I'll go, but I wasn't every weekend going to the club. So I'm like, what'd you say? So, it was different scenarios that I was like, dang, I was made to feel bad because I didn't wear or have the clothes. So when I saw that same video with Lotto's sister, I was like, she dogging her for wearing something from Shein? We all order from Shein.
I don't know more because they pissed me off.
They made you mad.
They did not send all my stuff.
Oh.
And then I had to go through hell and high water to get my refund. So I will never shop there again. It's been some years.
Y'all messed up with her.
Yeah, and I'm a shopper.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Did they give you a refund?
Yeah, they finally did. But it was like I had to send all these emails, go back and forth. And it was too much. It was too much for some $2 clothes.
Them clothes is cheap.
Yeah, I'm doing all this. And I was insulted because it's just like how we talked last week about if I got a business at home, I'm not standing on the corner with my sign.
Yeah.
Like if my clothes had came, I'm not reaching out to y'all saying that they didn't come.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to do that.
We're not gonna lie. We're not gonna.
I'm not trying to scam y'all for the $20 outfit.
Yeah. I get it.
I'm okay.
Yeah, girl. Well, you look very nice. I love your dress today. When she walked up to my door, because again she drove herself today. I was like, oh, you look like you're about to. I said, you look like Easter Sunday.
Yes, that's what you said, Easter Sunday.
Because she was looking so bright. When I think of Easter Sunday, I think of like brightness. And again, we was in alignment because I already had on my dress. And I was like, girl, we both wore a dress today. But I'm just thankful to have a friendship that has alignment like that. If you don't know what alignment means, do some research. I don't want to give like a whole lesson because it took something for me to learn. Being in alignment with my friend, being in alignment with family, being in alignment with my children, being in alignment in life and what the path that God has for me is just happening. So when we do this podcast, we're just in alignment. We're in alignment with what we're supposed to do. So, and it's a spiritual thing.
It is.
It's a spiritual thing. If you again, do some research to what alignment is and what the path you want for your life, people around you. I never think we were in alignment like this, even after all these years, until we start doing this.
I agree.
You thought you agree?
I definitely agree.
Yeah, because I don't even think I thought about it before. It was just like, Tikisha, my friend.
And that's
that was it. But when you put yourself on a journey to doing better, and that comes back to friendships, when you want to do better, the people who's supposed to be in your life is going to be in your life.
Yes.
And the people who's supposed to be removed will be removed. And when you pray that prayer, God, please remove, and you pray it sincerely, and you realize people are being removed that you wasn't really thinking about when you prayed that prayer, like, oh, and it's not a negative thing.
And let me tell you something, I've never prayed that prayer.
Oh, wow.
I shouldn't say never. I should say it's been a while since I prayed that prayer, because I have been trying to live my life where we talked about mental health on the last episode. So for me to keep my mental health in a good place, I have to completely surrender to God. And a part for me surrendering is trusting Him. And when I'm trusting Him, I am truly believing that the people who are supposed to be in my life will be and are leaving. So it's certain prayers that I don't even pray
you have to
anymore
say it,
because I'm
yeah.
just really trusting the process. And it gets hard for me because again, like, I talked about I'm not working. There's no unemployment. So it's hard when you're thinking about you need money to survive. Period.
Yes.
And when you're used to making $40-$50 an hour to just waiting on a client to book.
Yeah.
And you're starting your business where it's not flowing in constantly, it gets scary. So that's why I'm like, for my mental health, I cannot stress that I try to stay right now in the now, focus on what I can do and trust God for what I can. And like you said on that episode where she gonna read a verse, I really have to intentionally do that. And I feel like a big part of keeping your mental health in order is being intentional. Because every day I can complain about what I don't have.
Yeah.
Every day I can complain about what I thought was going to happen that didn't happen. But when you just stay in a place of gratitude for little things, I know that the weather is a big deal for my mood. So getting up with the sunshine, it makes it so much better for me. So eventually I probably need to take the step to move out of Michigan because we don't get days like this.
No, not many.
It does me wonders
when the weather is
nice
and the sun is out.
And I'm pretty sure it's studies like that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it has to be.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say that about our weather, particularly Michigan is gray a lot. We don't get a lot of sunshiny days, and it affects a lot of people's mental health. And I understand why a lot of people leave in the wintertime and go to, warmer states because of that. As I get older, I really understand it because it gets to be a little, even though I do wake up grateful every day, like, thank you for letting me wake up and see another day. The sun helps. It does help. It's like,
it's medicine. It literally is medicine.
It is.
And it's just as simple as maybe me sitting, in my backyard because life is going to life. Things are going to happen. My neighbor reached out to me about something. So it was just like something I had to add on to my to-do list to take care of. But I didn't get all, oh God, why me? Now I got to worry about something else. I already got this going on. It was just like, okay, I'm going to take care of it. And then I'm going to tell you what I did say. I'll be glad when I get that provider disciplined man because the neighbor ain't even going to talk to me.
Yeah. They'll talk to him and he'll take care of that.
Yeah. But for now,
you'll take care
I have my resources. So I reached out and said, you know what? My neighbor reached out to me about this. I know it's an issue on my end that I have to take care of. I've never experienced this. What do I need to do? And I got my answer and I moved on, made the call today.
Yeah.
So it's just like we sometimes make things bigger than what they are. And this is something else I want to say too. At some point, you got to let go of what happened when you was 2.
Woo! Talk about it.
My parent didn't do this or this. Okay. You know what? We're over 40 now. So I need to be, and I'm a parent. So I need to be accountable for the things that I'm making. I need to understand that they did the best they could, and forgiving the unforgiven. I need to just be at a place where I'm at peace with everybody in my life.
That's a important topic right there. People hold in negativity from, many moons ago, and don't seek help. Don't be intent. I think it's intentionality.
I feel like my dress is a little short.
You're showing your legs.
Okay.
But they're not intentional about, or I'll say I'm not like that anymore, but I try not to sound judgmental when we talking about stuff, but people are not doing the work to heal from things from childhood. from things from some, not even just childhood, things that happened to you
today,
or previous relationship, or that job, that boss made you mad, or this or that. I can't be around people who are negative too long. I can't even engage in the conversation, with someone too long when the whole conversation is negative, because you bringing that to me, you putting that in me, and I don't want that transferred to me.
Again, that's why I said, about me being in the hole and not realizing all of the stuff that I carry and letting go. Because when people work in fields, and I think this might be true for like therapists and stuff too, but for me, like as a encourager, because that's what we're going with. But no, seriously though, like when I'm coaching you, you're typically coming to me with a problem.
Absolutely.
It's something that you are angry about and you want fixed.
Yeah.
So all day, every day, I'm listening to problems.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot to, especially when you can see the end of the road if you just do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, you can actually visualize it for yourself, but you have to do the work, and you have to continuously do the work. You can't go to the gym one day and be skinny. It's the same thing. It's the same type of thing of pouring into yourself.
Pouring into yourself. You absolutely, absolutely correct. And when I think about that, and I probably told you this, it was somebody that, I was got a dating story. Sorry, y'all. But
it's okay, girl. We love
it. Where you share stories and talk about childhood or whatever, I could talk about it. But when it's been like months and months and you still harping on something that happened with you when you was little and ain't nobody believe in you and all, I'm like, you're not doing the work to intentionally, and you're doing well. You're doing fine. You're here. You got breath in your body, and you still letting something that somebody said or did to you when you was 15, 16, and you 55 hurt you. I don't know, because when I think about my childhood, and I had a pretty decent childhood, but there were things that happened to me that was hurtful over the years, or somebody said something to me, or I just talked about my friend, boyfriend, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad about it. I'm just using it as an example. I don't care. It's not like I'm self-conscious about what I wear now, because I'll be like, I'm that girl.
And yes.
But back then, that probably brought me down to, I probably need to get some clothes. I ain't harping on that now. We have to do the work.
Yes, and it's not easy to do the work, and you have to be committed to it and understand that it's not easy, and it's a process, and it takes time. Every day I'm doing the work. I am encouraging people, talking to them, but I'm still doing the work on myself, because I know that I'm battling so many things, said and unsaid, every single day.
Yes.
But I am not sitting in the negativity.
Yes, that part. I can't, and I hate to say, I can't be around people that sits in the negativity.
And I understand that. I completely understand that. And that's how you are attracting the people that are in alignment for you. And I feel like, I never really stressed about, I don't have a gazillion clients. Mm-hmm. Because I wanted to be people who are in alignment with me, who God really sent. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Them to me to them, however it goes, full circle, because I know that if you're not committed to do the work, then I'm wasting my time. And I care. I care a lot. So when I'm pouring into you, I'm literally pouring, and I'm pulling from the heavens above to get this strength to do this. And sometimes I talk about stuff that I'm still battling myself. And I'm not making it a me thing, because I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
But it is not an easy thing. So it is very important for me to have people that are willing to do the work. Because I don't want to keep talking about the same thing in different forms for the next 6 months. I'm not that coach for you.
Think this
you need to find a different spiritual coach.
This may be the thing though, when we say do the work. I think some people don't know where to start to do the work.
Or what work is. Because work is different for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. My work for my path or my journey or my healing was forgiveness. Once I, had complete forgiveness or understood forgiveness was for me, and not that I was waiting for an apology from people, because people be waiting on an apology from somebody that hurt them 20 years ago. I'm not waiting on an apology from anybody. Now, do I need to apologize to some people? Probably so, but God dealt with me on that, because I even, talked to one of my clients. We were talking about that. She was like, do you think it's anybody that you need to apologize to? And I thought about it like, because you can't just think that somebody done hurt you.
Yeah.
And you ain't hurt nobody. Because
that's what I'm saying. Like I said, the friends that fall off, I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah.
It could be that I hurt them from something.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't expressed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that.
Because I know I'm not perfect, and I know I can be a capital B. Okay. Professional. It's just a fact. And I say every time, I'm still working on it.
And you don't say it proudly.
Yeah, these are just facts.
Some people
are not aware.
Some people proud.
Oh no, I'm not proud. I'm just aware. But I know sometimes it's needed.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we can always look at it in a negative connotation, because you can defend yourself and somebody can call you a bitch. I'm not a bitch because I'm defending myself. Mm-hmm. I'm not a bitch because I have standards. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The work is different for everybody. You have to figure out what your work is. I am not known as a bitch. I probably have had some bitchy ways. I probably done did some bitchy things at times. So I know that there's probably some people that I've hurt. But when I think about my work, it's been more of, let me not hold on to animosity. Let me not hold on to anger. And when I start intentionally like working on that, that's when it was like, oh, I can live in joy and sunshine. This yellow dress, baby, because I know what the work is that I've done intentionally to work on myself, to make me better, to make me pleasant to be around. So I'm not negative or talking always negative with about something that happened to me, because I really don't care about anything that happened to me.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Now, I had to get to that point though. At first it was like, your story, the things that happened to me, woe is me. My story is to help somebody now to do the work. Who done been through what I done been through, who done, who know they not perfect. When I think about if it's anybody that I've hurt, I'm like, But see, I was so much of a people pleaser that whatever they want, I'll do it.
I was more people pleasing with my family versus others. I think
I was always people pleasing with others. My family, somewhat, I probably pissed them off more because I would say, I'm talking about immediate family, but I was more of a people pleaser. So I can't think right off of situations where I probably hurt somebody's feelings, because I always was trying not to.
Mm-hmm.
I was always trying not to, even though I know I probably have done something.
I had this conversation with my cousin yesterday. I can't remember what it was. But whatever the situation was, whatever she did, she was worried about if she had hurt the other person's feelings. Mm-hmm. I think that's how it went. But either way it goes, she chose herself. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to explain to her, you do not feel guilty for choosing yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Choosing yourself is powerful. It is power in picking yourself. It is power in putting yourself first. That whole all I got is me. It's just one life to live.
And
like
you can choose yourself without hurting other people, and I think that's what people
and you
have
can
to understand.
Explain.
Yeah,
you can have a conversation if you think that it's going to. Again, know your audience. Know the characters in your story. So if I know that something is going to hurt your feelings, then I need to do the due diligence and explain to you why I'm making this decision, because I care about you as my friend.
Yes.
It's a different story if it's somebody, I don't want to say that you don't care about, but like you said, we need to be kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to be kind. Let me shift this to something, because I was thinking about this when I had said ice cream. If a gentleman were to take you on a coffee date, would you be okay with that?
Yeah. I'll
So,
get some hot chocolate. I don't drink coffee.
bam, there was a TikTok, and the girl, I don't know, in the comments, it was saying something like, I'm not accepting no coffee dates. If it's not this, I ain't taking nothing less than this. And I said that I ain't accepting no coffee date either, but it's because I don't drink coffee.
Okay.
So just like you said, it wasn't like, I have high standards. There's certain things that are required, but to say I'm not going to go on a coffee date,
I think that I will accept, and this is why people who say I'm not going to accept a coffee date, like they want the, 5-star whatever restaurant. I want to see what your spirit is like. I want to discern your spirit. I want to see what type of connection
like I
we
want to have a
have.
conversation and us
Yeah.
talk and just see how it is.
Before,
Like,
yeah,
we can walk in the park.
I've done that. I as a first meeting, because if I've done that and not met with them again, because it was like, oh no, it's just not a thing. But I don't think that I think that everybody's different though.
And that was my thing when I was reading it, that I was just like, I just wish we understood that everybody was different and that was okay. And the creator, that was what she was expressing, like that was her thing. But it was, how the other comments, and then I get to thinking about it, like I never want, or I shouldn't say I never want. I just feel like when people try and put things as like, oh, if it's not a 5-star restaurant,
Yeah.
but I do have things, and we didn't talked about this before, where I know that there are certain things that I'm not doing that I'm going to require of my friends.
Yeah.
If my friend is sending me a coloring book just because I said that, I know it's important for me, for whoever I'm dating, to pay attention to me.
That part. And I think that conversations initially at places where it's not such a distraction. I don't want to be impressed. Like, I'm not trying to impress. I want you to bring who you are and your authentic self.
Yes.
And if you can't have a conversation with me first, like and that conversation can't be, dang girl, you look good. You make me want to.
Let me say something. I want to be impressed, but I want to be impressed by who you are already as your soul.
As your soul, yes, who you are.
Where I'm just like, oh my God. He was just so authentically himself that I'm just impressed by the things that he did. It wasn't to show off.
Maybe that's why I should use, I don't want to be impressed by you trying to show off, because I can see a show off from a mile away. I'm sure you can too. Like the things that probably impress certain people won't impress me at all. And it doesn't mean I'm better or whatever. It's just we all have different preferences. But I'm not impressed by a lot of things that, certain people, and I talk a lot about, I've been to some nice places. The main thing you hear me say is I've met some kind people. You know what I'm saying? Kind that saw something in me that felt like I deserved this.
I deserve.
You know what I'm saying? And again, I said to you, and they got what they deserve because they got a kind Keisha. So not that it was trying to impress, because there was no hoopla or stardom. It was just like, wow, you were really kind. I'm impressed by that, but I don't want you to be forcing no impression.
Yes.
And if somebody say, hey, you want to meet for coffee or something like that, I don't have to be like, well, I don't drink coffee. I ain't gonna do that. I'll drink some tea or some hot chocolate, and
it's okay to offer to do something else. Well, maybe not coffee, but how about this?
Yeah, it's just.
But I'll drink some tea. I'll drink some hot chocolate.
I'll drink some tea. I'm a lady.
I'm a lady, so what I'm not doing is paying.
Right.
I'm not doing that. I can let y'all know that's part of my minimum requirement.
See? And you letting it be known.
Yes, I want a provider. So if you know that you're not gonna take care of me,
yeah,
that ain't it. That ain't it. My daddy took care of me. My daddy takes care of me. This is what I'm accustomed to my whole entire life. I've taken care of myself very well. So I'm not bringing in somebody else that can't take care of me. And I mean take care of me on different levels. Yeah. Finances is included, because I'm going to be clear, because I want him to take care of me.
Yes, yes. I think that when that is said, though, I think that some men may not understand that taking care of everybody's different. The levels of the woman you want, taking care of her financially doesn't mean you have to be rich for some people.
Yes, yes.
Because I take care of myself and 2 kids. And I don't think that I'm going to take care of a man in a financial way. He's going to have to add on to, what I do, or relieve me of what I do. And what I do is a lot at my level. It's different levels too.
Yeah, it's different levels. It's different levels. So it don't necessarily. Everybody again don't want the big waterfront home. Nah. Everybody don't want that.
It'd be nice.
Yes, it's my minimum requirement.
They like, make up y'all mind. I'm like,
listen. We talked about levels.
There's levels to it.
So my level might not be the same as your level.
Yeah, it may not be the same.
Or whoever else.
Listen, I've been the female that has been willing to date the guy who don't make a lot of money or drive the.
I have to
very, very
the no
nice
job.
car.
I've dated.
Yeah.
What was sure? Ain't that how you say her name? What would she say? The Dusty.
The Dusty.
I dated the Dusty.
I'm not gonna say you was a Dusty.
I dated the Dusty.
Because the Dusty, insurance was kind to me. Made an effort. Complete effort to do. What he thought would make me happy, even though he didn't have a lot financially. And I was okay with that in that moment. Will I do it again? Probably not. Because even the Dusty will hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
And make you, put you in a category with other women to make sure that you're good enough for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got much, but I need to still make sure. Oh, girl, please, no. No. I'm glad my discernment is stronger now, though, so I would never have to go through that again. But, I won't lower my standard to be like, well, he's not on the level financially that I'm on or whatever. He's working at it. At this particular mature age, nah.
Yeah, it's just certain things that we're looking for. And I know if I'm taking care of myself like this right now, then hey, and like I said, I know what I want specifically, and somebody else may not want that.
Yeah.
I want to live the softest life possible. Okay? I just do.
Listen,
Sprinkle.
My softest life was when I was living with my mom and daddy.
Mine wasn't even soft then, because I think I was working in 11th grade. I've been working since 11th grade. Our sister's tired. That's why I'm enjoying this time right now. And that's something that I had to learn to enjoy. To accept receiving.
Yeah.
Because this is a new version of me that wants a provider. Think about that, because I never talked like that before.
Nah,
this is a new version of me that wants that, because now I'm accepting the circle of life, the give and receive, the reaping and sowing. Like, I'm accepting that. And I'm not saying that I don't want to work and do nothing, but I want to know that if I do just want to do whatever and I'm only bringing in, let's say $30,000 a year, where I'm accustomed to bringing in 6 figures, where he just like, boo, You can do that.
Enjoy what you're doing.
Yes. And I can still live the lifestyle that I want to live because I want to travel the world and do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be where I'm scrimping and scraping and scared and can't, do this, that, and the other. Do I want to fly first class? Yeah. But if I got to get in coach, that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't want to do is I want to upgrade my life where I ain't never getting on no Spirit flight. And I'm just being honest.
Listen, I upgraded my flight home from Africa. That's the first time I had ever done it. And I was like, I am forever going to upgrade my life. So there is not going to be a person I'm going to let come in my life and downgrade it.
That. Upgrade me, Beyonce voice.
I'm going to upgrade my life myself. So it's going to have to be somebody. Girl.
I just want everything to be in alignment and mesh. And I know we talk about relationships like male, female, but just like even with females in my life, because I have my little circle and we go to dinner and do things, and we're not sitting there talking about soon as she come out, you split the bill. Like,
no, we never do that. We never do that. I don't do that with my small friend group I have. I don't do that with anybody, because if we like that, then there's like, no.
So I don't like that, because I go and me and my people, we arguing over who paying.
Yeah, same.
It'll be like, girl, I got it. Because sometimes you ain't even got to get a tip. Just sit there and enjoy yourself and get what you want to get. Not like you can only get the appetizer. You know what I'm saying? So if this is how I'm living every day, I just want to bring in more abundance in my life, because the more I read my Bible, I don't see nothing that's promoting lack.
I don't either, girl. I be sitting here like, oh, and now that I know the path to get what I'm supposed to have, I'm like, that's the only path I'm taking. That's the only path I'm taking, is I'm going to do what God wants me to do.
I'm surrendering.
I'm going to, even if somebody treat me wrong, say something bad about me, it's about my reaction to how they treat me, because I'm not letting nothing slow down.
And that's what I'm learning. And we've talked about this before. I'm learning that everything doesn't need a reaction.
Everything doesn't need a
reaction. Especially from people you don't even care about. Complete strangers. Yeah. Everything doesn't need a reaction. Some stuff is just like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like I don't even want to know.
Everything doesn't need a reaction. And I said that when God, as he's been blessing me, he blessing both of us, but as he's been blessing me, with, everything that he has been, I can't even put it into, because a lot of stuff is not material.
Yeah. Oh, so much.
It's not.
It's not so much. It's not even holding a tangible item. The fact of us sitting here, girl. The fact of me, I'ma just me, where I just was just like, I can't do this no more. Mm-hmm. And that was over material.
Yeah.
When I'm here and I'm just like, simply as I'm driving, I'm looking at the birds fly on the freeway. We sit here and I watch the wind blow and the trees move. The simple things mean so much more to me. And I have to consciously, like I say, be intentional and remind myself of that, and to know that as long as I'm following God's path, that's for me. And that I'm connecting to him for me and doing things that's for me, that what's for me is going to come.
And when you put that in perspective of you wanting somebody who's going to provide, and me too, I want somebody that's going to provide. I want, even though I live a relaxed life now, whoever come in my life as a companion, it's going to have a relaxed life too, because of the spirit that I have. It's just going to be different. So he going to provide with ease.
Yeah. He's going to want to do that.
He's
going to want to do that.
He's going to provide with ease, and then he's going to have a life of ease because I'm peaceful. He's going to be like, well, dang, where you been? I've been right here.
Because I ain't trying to nag. I ain't trying to do none of that.
I'm like,
you want me to make your cereal from scratch? Let me watch Nara Smith, and I'm going to recreate that cereal from scratch.
Yes, baby.
I sure will.
Because I look at Nara like, girl, she live a life of ease. She say, and she said in the beginning of so many videos, I want you to understand, I don't do this because it's required of me or because I have to. I do it because of the love I have for my family. And that is where I'm at, like, oh, because before I did that, because
it's so many things we did because we felt like it was required to do. And I can only
required.
imagine, being a married woman.
Yeah, I did things because, of course, people look at it as it's requirement. You supposed to. You do things you do out of love. But when we talked about love, there was no love. I wasn't loved, so how was I doing it out of love?
Do you know how easy, just like you said, I was cooking, do you know how easy that was for me to do that when I was acting out of love?
Yeah. Very easy.
It was so easy.
It's so easy. So I think that's the thing.
Chef,
because
but
listen,
I keep talking about that, but I'm saying there's so many things that I will do that will just come natural and with ease because I am living my life from a place of love, and I am working on me. And I know that we have days where we act out in our lower self.
Yeah.
And I know that during that time in my life, I was at my lowest and didn't realize it.
Yes.
So now I can recognize, even when I'm dripping back, where it's just like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, I know people don't talk about this a lot, but meditation for me is very important. And meditation looks different for everybody. Some people think it's literally just sitting there.
Nah.
And for me, when I say meditate, that means I'm opening up my Bible and I'm saying the scripture and I'm repeating because my brain wanders. Like,
yeah,
I should probably look into that, but my brain wanders. So it's hard for me to silence my mind to meditate, but it's very important for me to attempt those practices every day. I listen to frequencies. I used to listen to them every night. Sometimes I put my headphones in now and listen to them, but I do things intentional.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really the word of this episode is just being intentional.
Yeah. I have
being intentional in your relationships, being intentional with yourself, just everything. And like I said that one time, like just taking a pause, because sometimes, and I think that this is one of the biggest aspects with me being like a spiritual coach, is looking at everything full circle. It's not always about me. Because like you said, it still could be somebody over there 70 years old that's battling something that happened to them that I don't know about. And it's not my business to know. But what I need to know is that we're all imperfect. And when people are acting more from that evil side of them, there's something in their spirit that's causing them to act from that.
Yeah.
And they may not recognize it. Nobody might not have brought it to their attention. They might not be strong enough, because you can do some things that's evil and spiteful, not letting somebody merge on the freeway. Why are you in the slow lane if you don't? Like, those things are just spiteful.
Yeah. I remember when I went through my divorce, and I couldn't understand why he was so, and this is my story to tell. They ain't like no, he was doing things. He had already did something mean to me, but he was doing things even more meaner. Like I did something to him, and I was just like, I can't believe, like, you're just still trying to hurt me even more. And then, I was doing stuff back because I'm like, you did this to me. Then when I start being intentional, like, how do you heal yourself from this? And I thought about the scripture, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, evil, whatever. It's not even the person. It's the spirit that's in them. Yeah. So when you become intentional and realize it's not the person that you're fighting, it's the spirit that they haven't released.
Yes.
And once I stop fighting that spirit and start being intentional about, I'm going to let this person just dog me. I'm going to let this person tell the world I ain't shit. I'm going to let this person do whatever. And I'm going to sit in silence and just be intentional when I come up against not just the ex-husband or, a ex-friend or whatever. I'm going to let them do whatever they do because I'm not fighting them. Once you realize that you fight whatever spirit that they done had that happened to them or somebody done said to them or somebody done did, you let it go.
And that is the key. And it took me a very long time
To get
there.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, you don't even got to know, but you just need to know if you battling some demons, somebody else is battling some demons too. And like I said on the last, sometimes we need to give a person grace. And if and it's okay to remove people.
Yeah.
If I can't give you, you know what I'm saying? If it's bringing too much harm on me in my life and stress and all that, then I need to remove you from my life. And that's okay that I'm doing it for me. It don't mean that I hate you. It doesn't mean anything like that. I'm just acting from a place that's best for me. Absolutely. And I can have a conversation with you and keep going because I'm good. I'm so good.
And when you get to that point that I'm good, girl, I'll never forget the point where I felt good because I felt like a weight was just lifted. Not even lifted, like it just flew away from me. Like it just was like boom. And I was like, I feel better. I don't feel mad. What is this?
And that's the thing. Like I've literally been like, what? Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. Everything is currently falling apart.
But I'm okay.
I
may not have the money right now that I need, but
when I flick this light, it's coming on. I ain't got no shut off notice. So you know what? Right now, today,
baby,
I'm okay.
Listen, that's why I say you only worry about today. And when you intentionally do the work, so you have to find out what it is you need to work on for yourself, because we all got different work. When you intentionally do the work and you be intentional about your reactions to things that happen in your life or things somebody has done to you, that you can sit back in silence and watch God bless you. That's it.
Everything don't need to be entertained.
Everything don't need to be entertained. Everything don't need to be entertained. But I think that's the word for today.
Yes.
Being intentional. You in agreement with that?
I am.
I mean, I think that's something that we needed to share with the world today. Like, everybody has a story. Everybody got some heartache, heartbreak, family dysfunction, whatever. But when you are intentional about being better,
job, it's still hot. I'm so sorry that I ruined your speech. I am so sorry. She giving a benediction and I'm like, it's still hot.
It's all right. Listen, I don't know why you drink that tea with a straw.
I like it with a straw.
But you can blow it. Anyway, we'll talk about that off camera. Listen, y'all like, listen, subscribe, share with your friends.
You notice how she said listen?
I do say listen all the time. Because a lot of people think they got to sit and watch. And you don't have to sit and watch. You can turn it on and clean your house. You can turn it on, and a lot of people who I know personally be like, I don't have time to watch. I'm like, what makes
you ain't gotta watch. You ain't gotta sit and look at us, look at each other, look to the camera.
Yeah, I'm like, you ain't gotta do that.
Just listen and take what resonates.
Take what resonates. Listen in the car. Listen in your house. You don't have to watch us. You could just sit and listen, and because that's what I'd rather you do anyway. Because a lot of times, us looking at each other, what y'all want to do? See what we got on? Listen to what we're talking about, because it's about healing and helping people. So listen.
Yes, that
like,
is our goal.
I'm always going to tell people, listen. You don't have to listen. You don't have to watch. Just listen. So, we coming up on our 20th episode soon. We're going to have something special for y'all for that one. So stay tuned. But again, listen, like, subscribe. Yeah, Kolorflow Conversations, youtube.com, Kolorflow Conversations. You can still put your suggestions in our comments. If you have something you want us to talk about, if it's something of relevance to what our platform is like, then we'll be happy to share it. Anything else you got, friend?
I don't have nothing, girl. I'm just ready to start my weekend.
We're going to hear about your trip next week. Yes, girl. We will see you all next time.